Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today is going to be my palette challenge collaboration update for the month of November. So this is a collaboration series that I've been doing with my friends Beth from Lil Betsy _79 and also Dede from Dede's Beauty and More. I'm going to have their channels linked down below. I want to encourage you to go check them out and even consider subscribing. So we came up with this because we were trying to hold ourselves accountable and also kind of challenge not only ourselves but one another to kind of keep our makeup and beauty supply purchasing down to a minimum. So what we're trying to do is for every eyeshadow palette that we use, we're going to try and use at least 3 shadows for one look. And we're going to try and do that with the eyeshadow palette 3 different times, and then that'll count as 1 point. So we're going to do that with as many eyeshadow palettes as possible and rack up the points. Now, if we made a purchase of some kind of beauty or makeup product, then it is going to cost us a point, and points are going to start being deducted. If we buy makeup or beauty supplies for someone else, we don't lose any points. So let's go ahead and start. I have been trying to use 10 palettes in 1 month, and I haven't been able to reach that goal. And I didn't reach it this month either. So unfortunately, you're gonna see very limited palettes from me, I think, this month, but I have several of them that have several points on them. So let's see how many points I ended up scoring, because I already know how many I lost, and then we will all go and check out Beth and Dede's videos because I have no idea how they have been doing on this challenge. So let's see what I have. So the first one that I have right on top, it's the smallest one, so I tend to lose it sometimes and I'll forget to show it in a video. So I have it right on top, but I'm not going to show you the actual shadows because this isn't a project pan and I have made some progress. This is my Natasha Denona Cranberry palette and I scored 3 points on this eyeshadow palette. I'm trying to hit pan on as many of them as possible and I got some work to do. So I got 3 points on this bad boy. So I'm very proud of that. The next one is my eyeshadow palette Rougelette for the month of November, and I pulled the Makeup Revolution London Reloaded Marvelous Mattes, and I also scored 3 points on this palette. And I did that because I used a lot of these. So like these two, I used these together frequently because I knew I was trying to hit pan on this and it's only got 5 shadows. So, you know, I can make all kinds of looks by putting these together. And I mean, it's so easy to use this one, these here, and even this blue one, just like as a transition, kind of buff it out. You can go in every look under your eyebrow with this white, and I can always kind of smoke out my lashes or do my brows with this one right here. And so even if I don't make an entire look with this, I mean, it is such a great companion palette. But I will say, this was my least favorite palette that I used this entire month, and I used it a lot. So, I mean, it's even to the point where, like, if I were to do a declutter, I would probably consider decluttering this because a lot of the colors weren't, like, incredible. So, like, these two right here, and even the yellows didn't come across incredibly well. This orange was a great orange. This was a really good red. This turquoise was good. This is a good white. This blue was good. This pink was okay, but it did stain. So, oh, and this purple was all right, but you had to build it up. So, I mean, it's an okay palette. I wanted to say that I got this at TJ Maxx, but I don't see the sticker. But it was probably under 10 bucks, maybe even under 5. So for that price point, it's not bad. But considering everything else that I'm going to show you here, this really was the weakest link. So anyways, I got 3 points on that. And now I know exactly how I feel about it. So my next palette is my November monthly makeup bag eyeshadow palette selection, and this is by Milani. This is their Salt and Pepper Very Necessary eyeshadow and highlight palette, and I earned 2 points on this one. So not 3, but 2. And this is actually what I wore for Thanksgiving, and this was such a good palette, y'all. I have no complaints. I had eyeshadow to set my base with. I had a highlight. I had dark colors. I had well, I guess there's not really a transition, but these glitters, oh my gosh, these like pressed glitters or shimmers or whatever they were so pretty. And I really enjoyed this palette. This changed my mind on Milani's eyeshadows. I know a lot of people really like the eyeshadows by Milani, but I had the gilded noir and the gilded violet, and those were not very impressive at all. But this is such a better eyeshadow formula than those gilded palettes. So I really enjoyed using this, and I got 2 points on it. So the next one I have used several times, but I hadn't used it in a while, and I had so much fun with this one. This is the Makeup Revolution London Chilled with Cannabis and Sativa eyeshadow palette. And oh, I actually have this on right now. So here it is. This is the glitter that I have on, and I just went in with my Alamar primer because it's really sticky, and then I went in with my finger and just kind of tapped that all in. I have this not highlighting, but you know, it's right under my brow to add a little shimmer. And then I got this in the outer corner, and I think I have this one somewhere else as well. But this is such a good palette, y'all, and I love that it's got all these beautiful greens, which I love green eyeshadow, but I also love these cool mauves over here, like this area. So I really had a blast with this one as well. It just made so many pretty looks. 1 point on this palette. Now the next one I also scored 1 point on. The ones that you see from here on out are all 1 point. This is also in a project pan. This is my Melt Cosmetics Impulsive palette, but I'll show it to you because I don't have a whole lot of progress in it. And mostly I used these and these three in my looks for the point that I got on this palette, and that's because those are in my project pan, but these are in my project pan too, and I did use them. You can kind of see a little bit of dents and dips going there, but I used those because I pulled a Sydney Grace loose glitter that Clara Barrera gave me, and it's a real pretty midnight blue, and I used that in addition to those shadows there, and I used this brown and those greens with that look, now that I think about it. So that is one of the looks that I scored a point on. So that was 1 point. And now the next one, y'all, I was so surprised because this was my first time ever using a Hard Candy eyeshadows, and this is Hard Candy's Santorini Nights, and I got this from my mom's Walmart, and these were so pretty, y'all. They all came across on my skin tone. I mean, they were nice and vibrant, and these shadows and shimmers here, I mean, they were all really pretty. These were so incredibly like pigmented. Even this one, I think I used this in a video, and someone commented they did not expect it to be as vibrant as it was when I put it on. And that's what I can say about this whole palette. And I have seen people finding Hard Candy eyeshadow palettes at the Dollar Tree. So I would definitely keep my eyes peeled for that. And I will probably never buy a full price Hard Candy palette again, considering that I might get lucky and find them at the Dollar Tree. But this was a really good palette. I really enjoyed it. And I thought it was a great find, and like I said, such a good first impression, you know. And then the next one that I have is my, also a lot of Revolution, Makeup Revolution London in here. So this is my Jack Skellington Revolution eyeshadow palette, and I did several looks with this here on my channel. I did like double bingos, and I also did a couple looks off camera. So I was close to getting 2 points on this one, but I only had 5 uses instead of 6. But that's okay because I just love getting uses out of them, out of my makeup. And this is such a nice palette, y'all, and it's perfect for the holidays. So I'm really glad that I ended up picking this one up. That was 1 point. And then lastly is my ColourPop Disney's Designer Princess. I'm not going to show you the inside of this either because this is also in my panning solitaire project pan, and you know, that's why I'm using it, because I'm trying to hit pan on stuff. So 1 point here. So let's tally up my points, and then we'll do some subtraction because I lost some points, y'all. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is 11, 12, 13. So I got 13 points, but I didn't use 10 eyeshadow palettes. So not bad as far as the points are concerned, but you know, I'm still hoping to hit 10 palettes in a month. So I'm gonna have to try hard again for December. Now, 13 points and I lose 7 of them because I did like 2 Sephora VIB hauls. I shopped from the Dollar Tree. I shopped from Ulta. And then I think I might even have had 2 Ulta hauls, maybe one right after Black Friday. And oh, and then I have a Lashy Box subscription that I recently purchased, so that does count. So I have a total of 6 points for this this month because, you know, I lost 7. So we're gonna keep on trying. I'm still really stoked about all the use that I'm getting because I really like to have my makeup, like, you know, in circulation. But thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending you positivity, and I hope that you are doing what you love, and I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.